All right, so this was my original plan for the 5K. Um, as you're coming in the road from the highway, uh, more or less people parking along the road, I guess the right-hand side, because that way they could pull up here, turn around here, and as they head out, so they would stay on this side of the road for parking. Because I'm not sure about the Camp Christian parking, if there's a lot up there. I've never been up that way. But then we would set up like the registration, and the start line would be in this parking lot area. So we'd have to, I guess, close it off for the couple hours that we use it. We'd have like the registration tables, and like from where my car sets to this area. So it's out of the way of the road going back. It'd just be a couple tables, maybe a couple canopy tent things. Again, it wouldn't be blocking the road. We could not do that. I guess the original plan was to start where the gate is and head out 1.5 miles, and then finish as you're coming across the bridge. I thought it'd be cool, to start and finish, like, start right before the bridge, go over the bridge as you're starting the race, and then as you're finishing, you come in. But like you said, if we have to keep this closed and we can't like put a couple starting flags or the timing mats there, then it's not really a big issue. I would still like to start up there, maybe just have like a couple of like feathered flags on either side of the bridge, and then where we turn around at was going to be right before the washout. I think I'd have to measure it. I'm going to do a little measuring today, a little bit, just roughly. It was right before the washout, but I can come up a little bit farther from the washout, we'll say another 40-50 yards, and then we could set up like the finish line like right in here, if that's possible. I mean, that would help, because that way that road would be open. The only time it would really be blocked then would be when the runners first start, I guess, is how to say it. So like as we gathered in the morning and got ready to start the race, we'd all be congregated up near there, and that'd be the only time we'd actually be blocking the road for maybe like 2 minutes or something like that at the most. And then again, then we could just move the turnaround up a little bit, and then we could finish, instead of like blocking the main like a drivable way, we can bring it over to this corner here. Like we'll just call it like right beside the sign. You know what I mean? Like picture the sign here. Like we could put the finish line, like the timing mats, like right here, and then like an arch or feathered flags like right here. So that wouldn't be an issue, like blocking that, except for like, again, like the start of the race. Obviously people use the trail all the time, and once the race starts, there'll just be like a steady flow coming in and out, like coming back or whatever. It'd only really be, let's see, 30 to 40 minutes. People feel like, because we'll, right past, I guess, the Caretaker's Road down there, it might be like 2-3 minutes for the people to get past that. But then on the way back, it might be like 40 minutes. But it really only fear for maybe 40-45 minutes total. But again, once the race starts, it's just going to be like a steady flow. So you don't have to worry about like 50 people at one time, like blocking the road, not getting out of the way if the water authority or the caretaker needs to get in and out. It wouldn't really be an issue. Shouldn't be an issue. There's always that possibility. But again, we'd have like registration set up here. I'd have probably like my vehicle in this area. Might bring a U-Haul because that way I could have less vehicles here. And then my timer guy with his vehicle in this area right beside the registration and stuff, so we'd be out of the way. But the only downfall is, like, for the race, those couple hours that we would use it, we'd have to basically, like, not really allow access, I guess, to this trailhead, which other races and rail trails and stuff like that, they never have an issue with that, because again, we're going to be using the right hand side as we're coming in the road, like that 3/10. That would give us ample parking. We wouldn't have anybody parking up that way. So I guess I would need to see who I need to see, if anybody, for permission to use that right side of the road coming in. But yeah, there would definitely be plenty, because we don't need like the whole 60 feet or whatever you want to call it here. There would definitely be, you know what I mean, like very drivable 15-foot right away that we wouldn't interfere with during the race. So that's very easily taken care of. The only thing is, it'd be would have to have that gate open so people wouldn't have to go around it just for those like 2 hours or whatever, you know, so I can course prep down and back. I guess that's about it. So yeah, so taking care of the caretaker and the water authority issue would be not a problem at all. Now that I'm back down here again and can show you in person.